What's the difference between being a hobbyist who owns a camera and a pro who makes money with their camera? Being a hobbyist is all about parties and champagne. You get to look artsy, you get to walk around campus barefoot with your camera, taking pictures of flowers and sunsets because you don't have any tough decisions to make. You don't have to decide what stays and what goes. Sunsets and flowers don't cut it when you're looking to make a living from your camera. Being a boss means you gotta do a lot of work. I mean, literally, it's like throwing yourself against the wall, grinding harder than you ever worked in your entire life. Living and breathing the grind, right? Well, sometimes. It also means learning to work smarter. Sometimes working too hard is a sign that you're lacking in understanding how businesses work. And in most cases, you can't see it because you're too close to the situation. You may be spending that effort in areas that don't actually do anything for you. What's good? It's your boy Ty, and I'm out here looking like Afro Man. In this video, we're gonna go over something extremely important, and that's cutting out all the unnecessary work you're putting on yourself so you can concentrate on the important stuff. A wise man once said, work on your business, not in your business. So we're unpacking something you definitely heard before. It's called the 80-20 rule. Let's go. So the idea is that 80% of effects comes from 20% of causes. In simpler words, most of your results come from a small chunk of your efforts. So if you've been feeling that only a fraction of your shoots bring in the most of your bread, or only a handful of your clients are a breeze to work with, while the rest make you want to pull your hair out, congratulations, because you know what I'm talking about. You ever heard of a little indie movie called Star Wars? George Lucas initially had a lot more to the movie. It was actually 30 minutes longer, but the movie just wasn't landing. He had a bunch of extra scenes. I mean, scenes where Obi-Wan get introduced to Luke Skywalker uncle, even scenes where he spent more time training in the Force. But the movie just wasn't landing. It was too slow. It didn't hold people's attention. So you know what Lucas did? He examined the 20% of the film that delivered most of the impact to the audience and worked backwards from there. Dude took 30 minutes out of the movie, and what we have left is this tight and compelling story that went on to find massive amounts of success. Now, these were tough calls to make, and most people don't realize it. I mean, think about it. He honestly didn't think there were cuts he had to make. That's why he shot him in the first place. But he knew something had to change. Sometimes less is more. So let's translate this principle into the world of videography and photography. Think about your clients. Chances are 20% of them account for 80% of your income. They're easy to work with, they pay well and on time. So let me ask you this question. Why are you working with the other 80%? What would your life look like if they weren't there? What if you replaced those clients? How much more effective would your time be? While we on the topic, I'm also willing to bet that 20% of your gear is what you actually use for 80% of your work. Let's be real, you didn't really need that fancy gimbal, that wireless follow focus, or that macro lens after all, did you? I mean, think about it next time you're tempted to buy the latest toy. Streamlining your toolkit can make you more efficient on shoots and decrease setup times. After all, carrying less baggage, both literally and metaphorically, always feels good. Lastly, review your portfolio. It's tempting to showcase every gig, but remember what George Lucas did. Highlight the top-notch 20% that truly speaks to your target audience and showcases your skills and passion for your niche, and not just passion for your camera. Let potential clients see the best you got to offer. Let's dive deeper and talk about self-development. When you're first starting off, you should be honest with yourself about which skills makes the most real money. Yeah, you may be excited to learn day for night color grading, but does it really come up too much in your day-to-day corporate work? Could you be more effective and make more cash by developing skills to interview customers for testimonials? I mean, let's be real, learning the right questions to ask to craft a compelling testimonial has made me way more money than trying to take a day shot and make it look like night. Now, if you're a color grader, I get it, I understand, but if you're an overall content creator, just think about that for a minute. So instead of diving into every new course or tutorial that pops up on your feed, focus on mastering the core skills. And let's be real, that's why I don't talk about a lot of that other stuff on Flashroom Academy. There's plenty of other places you can learn that crap. And that's something I take into consideration here at Flash Film Academy, focusing on skills that get you paid, that give you more freedom and free time to go and learn the other stuff that's just great to know. Now let's be real here. The 80-20 rule isn't literal. George Lucas didn't cut away 80% of his movie. The rule is just a good foundation to encourage you to look at things the right way. So rather than cutting 80% of your clients, you should be identifying the clients who just aren't worth it and identifying those who are. You shouldn't throw out 80% of your gear, but you should stop learning new skills for just in case scenarios. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're great and they may help you somewhere, but you should really focus on the core skills to help you grow your business. It's much easier to find somebody to shoot something or capture something than it is to find somebody to step in your business and help you grow it. I mean, think about it. It's so easy to hire other photographers or videographers. The hard part is getting the client and closing the sale. That's why here at Flash Film Academy, we want to help you think about the big picture, running a profitable business. And we want to make sure we continue to provide content to help you get one step closer to that big goal. Now, I started this video with a little joke about working smart and not hard. At the end of the day, you do have to grind. You do in fact have to bust your ass and work harder than you ever worked in your life if you want to be successful at this. But there are degrees of success. You can't reach the highest level of success by grinding with your eyes closed. You have to direct your energy in the right direction. Be smart about it. Analyze your situation. Pay attention to how you're operating your business. There are a million tutorials on YouTube. That's great and all, but the purpose of Flash Film Academy and our Gold Plus membership is to put the information you need to succeed in order, step by step, so you can see real world results. As a special treat for our Gold Plus members on the app or on the website, part 2 of this video is about the best areas to improve to maximize efficiency. Every time you face a challenge or a decision, I want you to channel your inner George Lucas. Make the cuts, focus on your strengths, and always drive for the best story of your career. I always challenge myself to make sure that my current project is always my best project. Every few months, I kind of revisit this idea to take a look at my business, my clients, my gear, and look at myself and say, what's my 20%? What's the 20% that's getting me forward? And then I also look at the 80%. What do I need to cut? What do I need to stop doing? What's not working for me? And you should do the same. All right, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you are a Gold Plus member, go check out part 2 of this video. You can either use the link below or it'll be under the new tab on the app. All right, guys, until next time, be inspired, be creative, be profitable. Make sure my fro, you know what I'm saying? Bro knows. No, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to you, boy. I ain't gonna do that to you, boy. Anyway, stay thirsty, my friends.